Back again on another episode of Instant Kisse. Today's prompt word is quarantine, suggested by Payal Nair. Now that we're getting into phase 2 of the quarantine, I can't help thinking that it must be harder for certain people. I mean, think about alcoholics. They definitely must have run out of their store. Or sex maniacs, if they're stranded alone. Or kleptomaniacs. I mean, what do? You steal a lamp from your bedroom and put it in the kitchen? But most of all, serial killers. And today's story is about one such. The kind of serial killer I'm thinking about is one of those overachievers, very prolific, averaging maybe 2 to 3 kills a week. All of a sudden, 3 weeks have gone by. What does this man have to show? Nothing. No neck to cut, no body to slice open. Imagine his deprivation. And if we're thinking that we didn't stock up, what about him? I mean, how much he must have wished that just before the lockdown, he'd gone and picked up 3 or 4 victims at the supermarket or mall or something and stowed them in his closet. So that, we could just bring them out whenever the urge seized him and then done a khoon ki holi. But no. Imagine, and he could have done it with such ease, because in this time of social distancing, who would have bothered? I mean, a corpse and all is fine, but who wants the COVID virus? Now also think about this guy who has waited patiently for 21 days, no slaughtering, thinking, Aaj last day hai, aaj last day hai, aaj to murder machane ka day hai, and then gets told 20 more days. He's going to lose it. Now the thing with serial killers is that they're fundamentally, mentally not all there, a little unstable, And put in this kind of situation, he's bound to lose it. I mean, he's going to run out and slaughter. But how do you do that? You can't. You see, if you were like a serial stone thrower or a serial rioter, it's easy. You run on the road, pick up a stone, smash a windshield, smash a window, shout a few naras and run back in. But serial killing needs time, space. It's not like wham bam. So you have to get the person home. Now, whom can you call? Yeah, you could call a delivery boy, but there's a trail. A company will call up asking, where did this guy go, etc. It's not clean. You have to pick on somebody whom nobody would miss. So a man was stymied until he had a brainwave. Like, he thought of that one place where they were full of people whom nobody would miss, and where he wouldn't even have to take his tools along. It would all be available. That's right, a hospital. Now, of course, he didn't want to get the coronavirus. So what he decided was to go and, get into a non-corona ward. Only problem was when he reached the hospital and, feigned stomach upset or whatever, he was told that he first would have to get a non-corona certificate, proving that you're corona negative. So he went off to the lab. At the lab, he was given a token and told to come back on April 30th. I want a test done. I'm not buying tomatoes, but no dice. Now, by this time, the guy's become desperate. He can't wait anymore. He says, "Theek hai, we'll take the virus also." So he goes, lands up, willing to go into the corona section. Coughs. By this time, he's so agitated, his temperature is also high. Gets admitted. Voila! All set? Not really. You see, the problem is the hospitals, especially the corona hospitals, are so crowded. I mean, you would get more privacy in the Virar Fast to Churchgate at peak time. And you've got patients in the OT, patients in 3 patients to every bed. Where would you get the solitary space to chop up somebody? Finally, the guy was left with no option. He decided that he'd go to the morgue. If he couldn't kill a live person, he'd at least get the satisfaction of chopping up a body. But when he landed up at the morgue, what did he find? It had been taken over by the doctors who had no other place to sleep. A few of them were even indulging in some cuddly-wuddly in between work. This guy was so frustrated, so defeated. He ultimately realized he had no choice. So he went home and cut his own throat. Hope you like this story. It was a little strange, I admit. Most of these coming up. In the meantime, please keep sharing. Please keep sending me your prompts Full details on where to do that coming up after this. And in the meantime, sunshine in your day.